Oh, you fucking betcha, bro. Yes! Hurry up. Yeah, I accept all. My enslavement, everything. Now, I really want to get into the trailer. I was working when this came out, and I would be lying to you if I said that the very first thing I did when I first woke up was actually watch this, and I did. My arm was numb. And I watched this, and I had tears, bro, in my eyes. Like, they weren't sad tears, they were excitement tears, and I don't get excitement tears, because it weirds me the fuck out, because I don't understand it. I was just like, dude, like, I had like the fucking Joker laughing gas smile on my face. You could not wipe it off. I was giggling and squealing a little bit, like a little bitch. Let's get into it. Alright, let's watch this again. Again, hopefully you've watched it yourself. If you haven't, definitely go and do that, man. But, oh, fuck me dead, man. I'm going to swear a lot because I'm very excited and I'm Australian. So it's a good excuse to absolutely blast off some words. I'll try my very best not to say the word. Starts with C, it ends with UNT. Let's have a look at it. In the mage chair in the background.
I was born 87 years ago.
There it is again. Look at the walls here, man. Fuck, this is Bruma. This is Bruma, the gateway to Skyrim.
But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. This is the 27th of last seed.
I don't know.
The year of Akatosh, 433.
Dude, didn't I just... You know that reminded me of just then? Watching Rebel Eyes actually build this place, I'm pretty sure. I think it was. I think he was actually building the side walls around the city of... might have been Breville. I'm not too sure 100%, but it looked like this environment that he was building in Sky Oblivion the other day on his stream. Dude, look at that. I mean, I don't give a fucking... Dude, this is so cool. Seeing Oblivion, like I've got excitement and all those emotions. All those, like, that feeling in my body is running to my eyes, dude. Like, it's weird. I don't know how to describe it.
These are the closing days of the Third Era. And the final hours of my life.
What are those flying creatures, man? Like, I thought they were Titans straight up, but they're like... Are those like imps or something?
I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. This is only the beginning.
I love this shot of the Imperial City falling, man. Like, I've talked about this in the past of a modding idea, as like, you know, and it's one of my videos that actually got really liked by people, is what if Murrum's Dagon won? And I love this shot, how it looks like. And at the end of the day, this is probably like a shot that will be used for the very ending of the game. Because no doubt the Imperial City will look like this. It's just, there'll be a big-ass dragon statue there, and the Imperial Tower will still be standing. This is like that really cool shot if Murrum's Dagon won. And I would love a mod like this, man. Like if the Champion of Cyril never existed or he failed. Very much like Dragon Age Origins did with its DLC.
Worse is yet to come.
Oh, dude, look at the blades. Their armor looks actually sick now, eh? And they're holding the weapons with one hand. But that's okay, because they're only walking with it.
Looks clear.
A trap! You see their weapons? They had like yellow, purple beams around them. They soul trap those blades, man. That's rough, because those blades, they're not going to the afterlife. They're going to a very bad shit place.
The time of cleansing draws nigh.
Who now will save us from
I
the
love that how it's wearing the steel plate armor, but the holy divine helmet of the Crusader.
coming darkness?
Like, look at it. Like, that looks like the steel plate armor, but then you've got the Crusader's helmet, which looks absolutely sick. And that blade is that Jigalag's sword? That looks like it, yeah. It looks like it's a mixing, like this trailer is just blending the DLC items together, as in the Crusader's helmet and Jigalag's sword, because it is a two-handed greatsword. That does look pretty sick. The old power systems return by the looks of it. I don't know if it's like the old Oblivion one where you had to activate your power button to use a spell instead of casting it with either hand like you do in Skyrim. Some DLC weapons there. Was that was that a staff? That looked like the Staff of Corruption right there. It looks like the Staff of Corruption. And it looks like it's held by 2 hands. Oh, the dagger. Now, I never played this in Oblivion because I actually, well, I never owned the Xbox version where you get all this stuff, but you could not unlock this in the base game because it required DLC to get Miriam's razor, because he couldn't do his Daedric quest because he was the enemy. But you can actually get this in Oblivion. The first time I actually ever got this was actually in Skyrim.
Die! Here you
There is horse armor.
must find your own path.
You know what I like about this, guys? That right there. You see that? It's on the back, and that's Joffrey, right? It's on the bloody back. Now, we're going to get into this a bit later when I look at the gameplay reveal, but as you can see, fucking the katanas are no longer one-handed blades. I love that, dude. It is so essential. Because I was only doing this quest yesterday when I delivered Martin Septim to the temple in Oblivion, and the shit kept crashing. It was annoying the shit out of me. But then I uninstalled it because I knew this was coming.
Remember the Emperor!
Dark Souls. Madness DLC. Like, I love that. The Madness gate looks fucking sick, bro. Oh, what was that back there, man? I've never seen those creatures before. Those are the ones of Elder Scrolls Online, like the big tree-looking motherfuckers. Looks like it. Like, there's some, like, that must be a new creature. Now, they're obviously back here. We're in the Shivering Isles, which is awesome. I love the fact, and that's the Madness arm by the looks of it, I love the fact that all the DLC and everything is available from day one. Now, what is that? Is that... Yep, it's obviously the Madness DLC because he's wearing the amber armor. Dude, a unicorn, bro! In the glass armor.
Find him. And close shut the jaws of oblivion.
Yeah, boy! Fucking hell. Alright, let's do some gameplay now from their actual official stream. I want to check that out real quick. Oh man, weapons and order, weapons. Are these new weapons? Oh, this. So, oh, the deluxe. I thought so. Oh, dude, look at that armor there, bro. Holy fuck. So, I obviously knew something was going to happen where you'd get like new gear and shit like that. Armor of Order. Armor of Order. Is that like the Agatosh stuff? Because the Armor of Order, I think that's actually like the Order of Akatosh, which was introduced into the Elder Scrolls Online. Armor of... So this obviously looks Dagon inspired, and this... So you get weapons pack, armor pack, and horse armor. So yeah, they got new gear, dude. This armor looks pretty fucking sick, dude. I will say that much. It's obviously Akatosh inspired because the Armor of Order is a Kvatch order in the Elder Scrolls Online. But, oh, dude, that looks... So, yeah, the Deluxe Edition has new gear in it. It's not just a complete remake of Oblivion. It's got new stuff in it, which I very much thought it would be. Oh, fucking hell, bro. I don't care who you are. This shit looks quite sexy as fuck. Oh, now we're going to get into some actual... I would even go my way to buy the physical copy. I 100% would. We're going to get into some he's one of the most known voice actors in any Bethesda game. He's iconic for Shira Gurath, Hamaris Mora, the Dremora, the Super Mutants from Fallout. He's Lucian LeChance. He's like the most iconic voice actor when it comes to Bethesda game. Once you hear him, you feel like raising your hands because he's just called you a criminal scum. My fucking goodness. Look at that. They got another problem by the looks of it. With the head looking like a wrinkly old ball sack, but the body looking rather fresh. That was a problem with Bethesda games, even through into Skyrim. Azura, Azura, Azura! It's you, the Grand Virgin! Man, I can't tell you how excited I am, dude. Like, honest to fucking God. I really gotta lay off the swearing, but I can't help myself. I am just completely and utterly raw right now. Like, when I get back from work, I'm normally tired and I go straight to sleep. But my head is just... It's fucking losing it, dude. You know, Oblivion was my childhood. It was my discovery into the Elder Scrolls Online. Sorry, not Elder Scrolls Online. Elder Scrolls universe. Like... I can't tell you my love for the series started with Oblivion. before that was Dragon Age Origins, one of my most beloved games, and it's so sad to see the absolute pile of steaming shit that has become of late. Where Elder Scrolls has stayed somewhat, it has obviously been watered down in time, but it's still a beloved game, and watching this, man, is fucking beautiful. Even hearing new voice actors into it. I mean, I love that, man. They're still the original voice actors. Hopefully they've done new lines. And then there's new voice actors to spice it up a bit, which makes so much more sense. And I love that, dude. It's so fucking good. I'm absolutely in love with that, man. And look at the elves. They look fucking hideous. Some of them do anyway. I love that elves look vastly different to what they're meant to look like. I really like the Elder Scrolls Online version of them, and I most likely will like this one to come to Greathorn. But dude, I am just like, oh man, it's already starting to download. It's already at 2 gigabytes for me. I'm an Australian, so my internet is absolute dog water. But I can't wait to get into this, dude. I really can't. Like, do I stream it, or I don't know. Just I think Facebook Live still works, so it records what you stream and puts it on the thing. I don't even know, dude. But I love the way this game looks. It looks fucking beautiful. It looks gorgeous. I mean, man, it's how do I even explain it out of my head? My first Bethesda game was Fallout 3, and I loved it. I thought it was very weird, this kind of weird sort of alternate reality, but I loved it all the same, right? And then I discovered Oblivion maybe a few months later, and I loved that, dude. It was amazing. Like, this fantasy world. This fantasy always captures your imagination so much better than maybe a futuristic sci-fi mixed with the past. I don't know. Fallout was strange in my head, right? I didn't understand it completely, because it was in the future, but it looked like it was in the past. But coming into the Elder Scrolls, this is where they really sold me with Bethesda, This was a fantasy world. The only thing I didn't like about Oblivion is that there was no werewolves, and that there was no dragons. Now, obviously, there should have been a couple of dragons, because at the end of the day, right, not every dragon was hunted down and killed, and most likely some of them still be alive today since they're immortal creatures. But fair enough. Werewolves, I really hope these guys have added werewolves into this as just a side thing, or even the ability to become one, to go out into the wilds and be hit by one and become one. Because that's the one thing Oblivion just made no sense of. There was 0 werewolves. They really should have had werewolves in that to really sell that fantasy setting. So I really hope these guys actually have werewolves in this, because as you've seen with the deluxe edition, you get to have 2 new sets of armor. One that's kind of inspired from the idea of Dagon's armor, and then one that's inspired from Akatosh's Knightly Orders armor, which I really like. But yeah, dude, look at this. Look at Sheo, man. He looks unhinged sometimes. I love that. The races look pretty bloody cool. I like it they've done that. I like the new update to the races, especially the elves, the orcs. The Argonians look pretty bloody beastie, eh? Look at that, dude. Oh my god, it's freezing on me. My Australian internet is shit. I am at the current time downloading Oblivion, so it's not going to be too kind to me when it comes to it. But that mithril armor, dude, looks sick. Even the chainmail, look like a Khajiit, dude. I like how they look, man. I like how they look. Hopefully they've got manes, because how cool to be playing a big-ass Khajiit with a lion's mane. That'd be absolutely amazing. Even look at the zombies, dude. They look festy as fuck, and I love that. I really hope that we see more zombies, not just ratted, torn pants, but actual pieces of armor that's all rusted out and missing pieces here and there. I like the look of they look cool, dude. The amber armor. I love how the gates right. So especially Oblivion changed a lot when it came to its development because of the Lord of the Rings. It was meant to be a jungle, right, described in Morrowind, but I can understand through a gameplay point of view that it didn't become a jungle, because the tech at that time, you couldn't have told an open world game as a jungle. It just wouldn't have made sense, because it wouldn't have looked like a jungle with the technology they had. And if they made it like a jungle, it wouldn't have ended up on the consoles. Especially wouldn't end up on the PlayStation or even the Xbox, of how intense it would have been to try and make the game feel like a jungle. Cyrodiil, as it was described in Morrowind. And then Lord of the Rings came out, and then it became a bit more of a sort of westernized fantasy, like the Lord of the Rings. And the Oblivion gates, they look like Sauron's eye. But this one, which looks cool, you can now physically see inside the gate, because this looks like Kvatch, and you can now physically see inside the gates of Oblivion, so you can see what you're walking into, which is so much better, because it's meant to be a portal, Not a goddamn eye. That's like some old pictures of... Yep, here we are, back in the Madness Isles. Dude, that's just so cool, man. Man, I can't wait. Oh, the Prophet. I cannot wait to, like, just... I want to go to sleep and then start downloading and wake up in, like, 8 more hours, which is going to be impossible because I can't sleep for that long. Look at the races they do. Like the Khajiit look pretty cool. The SSL Wood Elf, yep. They don't look too slick, eh? Oh, dude, the Orcs. They look festy. Like, they look actually, like, good. Ugly, but good. Oh, look at Mozart the Orc. Isn't she festy looking, man? Oh, gross. Guardians, they got some new sort of like horned hair. That looks sick. I mean, he's got some one handsome looking Dark Elf. I'll tell you that for sure. That is one good looking son of a bitch. But, man, Mozart. Oh, bro. Like, I like how they're going with a really sort of ugly look for the Orcs. You know, they're meant to look festy looking. Because in Skyrim, you can make very beautiful Orcs with the right mods. Oh, look at that poor fella. That is one ugly son of a bitch. Do I go Imperials if they look like that? Man, that's so cool. I love the look of them. I just love the look of them. I'm not sure about the jogging animation though. That kind of looks a bit suspect. Man, this shit's cool, dude. I'm just going to get into the gameplay, the bits that I actually really wanted to talk about. This is beautiful and all, don't get me wrong. I can't wait to start like putting this up on YouTube. But I really want to get to something that I spotted while the VA for Shira Gorath was talking. Now, it's this moment right here. You know, you could see the katana was on the dude's back, right? It was on his back. And as you can see right there, it's now become a two-handed weapon, man. That was the one thing that always pisses me off about Bethesda games, and their weapons are so, like, their weapons get dumber and dumber each game, right? I mean, in Morrowind, you had so many different kinds of weapons. You had sheaves, you had throwing knives, all sorts of different crazy shit. In Skyrim, Oblivion, you had short swords, normal swords, great swords, claymores, and all that sort of stuff. But the blades, katanas, they're Japanese-style swords, right? They turn into fucking just ordinary swords, or they're a one-handed sword. I've got 3 of them under my bed. You cannot hold these things with one hand. You can try, but it's just not balanced no matter where you hold the blade. Even at the top of the guard right here, that just, you cannot wield them properly with one hand. And thankfully they've turned into a two-handed weapon, but what's even better about this is when you see it fight, it doesn't act as solely as a greatsword animation. See that right there? That right there, I'm trying to slow it down a little bit, but I'll probably end up missing it again. That right there, man, that stance is a Japanese katana stance. You know, like that's kind of how they hold their blades when they fight. So it's good to see they've actually got animations. It's not just another two-handed sword. They're going to turn it, like, you know, best case scenario, in my story, in my Skyrim story, the Dragonborn has a weapon called Dragon's Bane, which is a uniquely enchanted blades katana. It's in the game, it's a sword, it's one-handed, blah blah, but I went through the work and I made a two-handed weapon so it felt more like a katana, and then I did some generic Japanese katana used as a sword. And I love how the animation here looks like you're actually wielding a katana. So hopefully that we've got this sort of animation style for this sort of blade, for the blades, and we've got different animations for the greatswords. I really appreciate that right there, how they actually turned it into a katana and not a sword or simply a greatsword. That is absolutely awesome, man, because it boils my brain. I'm not a weapons expert whatsoever, but it just annoys me seeing someone, you know, with like a katana in one hand and a shield in the other. It could simply be that this is just a two-handed version of the katana, that you can still use the blades weapons as a single hand with a shield. I won't do that because I think it's gross, but it's still friggin' awesome to see, man. It really is. I like the look of this. It just feels a lot more natural for the blade that it is, being a Japanese katana, than a simple generic sword, and I really appreciate that. So good work for them for doing that for sure. I was just watching this video, right, and I looked at the back of this of the character, and they actually had the bone arrows from Skyrim's Creation Club sort of content. But look at that! Look at it, though. That's a dragon's head, like a small dragon's head. So I don't know what the hell's going on with that. Like, obviously it's a Creation Club thing, and they've obviously added into this remake. But a dragon bone baby head. I don't know how that even works. There's no baby dragons. I don't know, man. How I liked about that. I mean, I don't know. But I noticed it straight away. Is that a death hound? No, skinned hound. Is that kind of remind? Yeah, those fucking things so gross looking. Yeah, they've kind of got some Creation Kit stuff, Creation Club stuff in here with the arrows. I don't remember if they were actually in the Shivering Isles. I played that a very, very long time ago, but it looks like a dragon's head. And I remember seeing those bones in Skyrim, like the arrows, boned arrows, and for some reason the quiver is a dragon's head, but much shorter. Oh, look at his outfit. It's changed too. So now he's got the full-on Shara-Gurath golden eyes. I think he always had those. But it wasn't his outfit like a mix between two colours? One side was purple, one side was blue? I don't exactly remember, but it does look pretty cool. And he does look a slightly bit unhinged. I kind of like my version of it better, where like one eye is purple, one eye is gold, to kind of split him into two. Yeah, one side's mania, one side's the other side was it dementia? No, whatever it is. But I like he does look slightly unhinged. I do like that. It feels like Shira-Gurath, which is amazing. I have heard new voice lines while watching this sort of stuff, which is awesome. You see the old voice lines and the new voice lines, and I really, really appreciate that. That is fucking awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to get into it, man. I'm just gonna set up my live thing, and when this game launches, I'll just chuck it up on live. And if you haven't watched it, if you're not up because I live in Australia. You can just go to my live section on YouTube and watch it there if you want. But yeah, dude, this looks absolutely awesome. I love it. It looks so beautiful. I cannot wait to get into this, man. I've still got some stuff to do in Skyrim, of course, for my stories, but that shit is going on a break for a while. You can guarantee that. I'm just going to throw myself into this and not care what happens around the world. For fuck's sakes, Russia and the United States, do not start a nuclear holocaust just yet, okay? If you do, I won't know for a while, so chill out. My final thoughts this game, man. Oh, dude, I can't wait. I fucking cannot wait, man. Like, this is my childhood, and I've probably repeated myself a million times doing this, but honestly, I'm just so excited to get back into this and see Oblivion again through new eyes, but through an old soul. You know, it's and I can't wait to see people that have never played it actually jump into it and find the love for it, man. Because I understand not wanting to play a game of how old it is. I can understand that. 100%. I haven't played Morrowind, and I can't wait to play Morrowind with Skywind. Or if they even bother to make an official remake. But I am just so excited to get back into this with new eyes, with modern day settings. I love it. I mean, I can't tell you, dude, how... Oh, man, I don't know. I've got no words, man. Like, and I love that it's on the PS5, so that means people on the PlayStation can play this game if they haven't. Because a lot of the people that love The Elder Scrolls were introduced to it with Skyrim, because Skyrim was unintentionally successful, but it was massive, and it brought millions of more people into the fold of The Elder Scrolls. They could not go back and play Oblivion because of how much of a potato it looked like, and I understand that. But now... those people now get the chance to play Oblivion in a modern day setting. And I fucking love that, dude. That is so cool. Like, bro, that shit is awesome. And it looks beautiful. Hopefully it plays beautiful. And I can't wait to get into this, man. I just cannot wait to explore my childhood memories. There's so many moments in this that I'll no doubt reimagine when I see it. Right? No doubt. Like, you know, there's a couple of memories I want to talk about real quick. Was bumping into the chick that talked about necrophilia, a dark elf under the Skingrad, walkways. There was this house I found behind Kvatch. It's one of the first places I think I really want to look for, that old house where the owner was dead, but I didn't know it, but I took his home anyway. There was this moment where I went inside of this old house and I came back outside of it because it was abandoned, but everything was packed up. There was crates everywhere. And I come outside and I turned around, there was an Oblivion gate where the house was, and that freaked the shit out of me. There's just so many things that I'll no doubt bump into while playing this, which will just bring back memories of things I've forgotten about ages ago. And the cool thing about this is, for me personally, for my stories I do on YouTube, now when I have characters like Cecilia, who is going to be part of my Oblivion playthrough, or even this modded playthrough, if mods are available for it, and I can make my own, that she's part of this story, man. She's part of Oblivion Crisis' story, and for those that watch my stuff, she's a cranky old vampire who's starting to soften up a little bit right about now. But this was her journey as a young woman, as a young mortal woman, and I can't wait to tell her story, because she is actually my favourite character. And I don't know if I want to play an Imperial male, like, you know, after the character that I played in Oblivion, or if I want to play an Imperial female and name her Cecilia, just for the laughs of it, man. But I am so excited to play this, man. It is downloading. I live in Australia. It will take a long time, but dude, I can't wait, man. And I'm gonna figure out how to set my live thing up for YouTube, so I can just hit the live button, jump in there and play. And whoever's around the world and sees me can just jump in, have a laugh. I will let you know though, I only have one screen, so I'll probably have to have my live chat on my phone. But yeah, I'm really excited to see this, man. Like, when I woke up, the first thing I did was watch this, and I had tears, and like, oh, I wouldn't say I was crying, but I definitely had fluids coming out of my eyes, and because I was just, you couldn't wipe the smile on my face, dude. I was making noises, like physical noises, like I was screeching when I was watching this, and I had to walk away because I did disability support. My client was asleep. Yeah, man, I'm so keen for this. Like, my brain has been like 100% since the reveal trailer last night, just 100%, just fucking going at it. So anyway, I'm eager to actually stream this game if people are interested. I will swear quite a bit. I will joke around quite a bit. I am an Australian. That is definitely a good excuse for any sort of larrikin behaviour. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this trailer as much as I have. And if you guys are new to Oblivion, if you've never played it before, you are going to experience the absolute gem of what Oblivion was through my eyes, but in a new day and age. One of the best games ever. And I really hope that even though you've played Skyrim, that you'll actually come to find this game was in terms better when it comes to story, immersion and everything else. I really hope you guys find that compared to what Skyrim offered on its release. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here, and I hope you guys really enjoy Oblivion. Because again, we're going to those gates, motherfuckers, and we're forcing shut the jaws of Oblivion.